Oh, my God. I got to take this call. I'm sorry. We've all done the high school pranks. Carl in New Mexico, go ahead.
Hey, so
is it hot, Carl?
Back in, yeah, this is Carl. You hear me?
Yeah, we got you, Carl.
Okay, so back, in 94, there's this, by our high school, there's this old, I guess it's a graveyard, but they had one of those upright outdoor tombs.
Mm-hmm.
So we pried the door open. It was a real old graveyard. And we went in there, we used to smoke weed in there, and one of my friends started fucking with the coffins, and we opened it up. It was an older body. It wasn't quite skeleton. You know, it was kind of what you would think, kind of leathery. We took the body out, and we put it in the fucking street.
White kids.
Bored white kids.
Yeah, that's white crime. I don't know.
That guy sounds like every guy I went to high school with.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. It is, right? You got to laugh at
What'd
that.
you do with it in the street?
There's just people driving to school, dropping their families off, and the body was out there. It was fucking funny, actually.
The guy probably would have appreciated that.
He's like, "Yeah, where'd you put me? The bus stop?"
Right.
You never think you're going to be put in the street. Yes, sir.
Jimmy,
yes.
I've been trying to contact you. I've been trying to turn you on to this weird fucking documentary I found called Children of Darkness.
Okay.
It's like a 1981 documentary. It's on YouTube. And it's just about schizophrenic teenagers. It's fucking odd.
Oh, thanks. I'll watch it.
And you guys check it out. I don't know. It's really odd. But
check
anyway,
it out.
Yeah. Hey, Opie. I love the Direction Show. Can I promote my buddy's podcast?
Yeah, all right.
Podcast.
I think we can do
all
that
right.
today.
You guys check out the Android Virus and Sean show. It's pretty fucking funny. I think you guys would like it.
Are you on the podcast?
No, I don't. I listen to it.
Whatever happened, you guys? You didn't get arrested for the body thing?
No, nobody found out, dude. It was hilarious. Back in '95, that was like the tail end of you could get away with shit.
I mean, I don't know if that's ever you've been able to get away with shit.
No cameras,
that was a news story, I would imagine, right?
Weren't you guys creeped out when you had to lift the body out of the thing?
Exactly, and see your friend has an erection?
No, we were just like a bunch of punk rock kids. It was fucking hilarious.
Fuck yeah!
All right, Carl. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, guys.
All right, peace.
Sam,
I like Carl because
stop trying to say peace to white guy now, just so it feels good.
I just realized I said it again.
You're trying.
Is that my new crutch?
Yeah, that's your thing.
That's all right.
All right,
Constantly
peace.
getting rid of crutches.
Thanks for calling the show. Peace.
Peace.
All right, peace. Yo, Carl, thanks for digging up dead bodies and putting them in the street. Yo, peace. Coming up, we got that new Usher song. Jesse Joyce, writer for the BET Awards, is here.
Yes. All right. Sorry about that, Warriors.
It turns out that we got a dead body on the streets. They're looking to pop their way back to Coney Island.
This isn't as dramatic, but there was no actual dead body. But when we were in high school, a friend of mine lived on this like kind of major highway, but it was like a 2-lane. It wasn't, you didn't have to get on an on-ramp. There were still red lights, but it was a fast-moving road. And his mom had this fur coat, and we took it and we stuffed it with newspapers and tied off an end.
That's great.
So that it looked like a bear, right? And it was like 3 a.m. Like it was just this giant furry, and one of us would run across the street and we had a rope, and when cars would come, we would just yank it in front of cars. Like it was
my God.
And like cars would just fishtail or whatever. Like it was like going 55, 60 miles an hour, just yanking a bear in front of their car. Like it was the fucking dumbest in hindsight. And sure enough, one of the cars, like we were in a bush, and it just completely spun like 360, just spun around, and the way it ended up, its headlights were like right in our bush.
No kidding.
Yeah, so all of us were just, and we all took off running, and the guy came like chase it with a fire extinguisher. He didn't. Anyway.
Well, did it damage the coat being dragged across the street?
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing too. Is like we just fucking ruined his mom's fur coat for sure. Yeah.
Why does it smell like burnt tire?
Yeah.
There's gravel in my coat.
That's funny.
I do love that Carl story, though. That was such a stoner white guy from the 90s.
I love that we all laughed.
Yeah, well,
That's the story
I
you
thought it was
laugh
going
at,
to go
right?
fucking, and then it was hilarious.
Yeah, because it started getting creepy.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go real dark.
We used to smoke weed in this tomb, and then we opened the casket, and you're like, fuck, here it comes. He's like, we just put the body outside. Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
In the middle of the street.
That's hilarious.
I remember when we were a kid, we went to my friend Scott's house when I was drinking, and I was a terrible house guest because I would just piss all over his fucking this sink knobs. It was just antisocial behavior because no one knew I was doing it.
Oh my god!
And on the mirror, I would just piss on all.
Why were you so angry?
I don't know. I didn't feel angry. I would laugh. But my favorite thing to do was to take the cat shit out of the fucking cat box and find his father's newspaper and take the cat shit and put it in the newspaper. This way, when his father came home and opened the paper, cat shit would fall.
That's great.
That's all I wanted.
Did he ever tell you that the father?
Oh, I don't remember. I just would love to put cat shit places. It made me laugh
funny.
so hard.
It was just the act of doing it.
Yeah.
That is the payoff.
Yeah, little cat logs.
Too funny.
How's this cat shitting in the fucking sports section?
Yeah, because he had to open the paper and wonder what happened.
Cat shit.
Just hard little logs falling out.
We had the number of a fucking nun, like fucking help teenager runaway place. And I would always just call them and tell them like sob stories. Like my friends would be giggling on the other phone, like just tell them I was being raped a lot.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Sister Teresa's just coming unglued on the phone. Son, you need to go to the authorities.
What is wrong with
Yeah, but they were just like inappropriate, shitty, rotten. Like
There was
we
no
would
punchline?
No, we would go through Indian names in the phone book,
Right.
And I would just call them and threaten them like with a southern voice. There was no jokes.
Just Indian people?
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna kill you, boy. We're gonna come to your house and murder you.
who you're calling me. Why are you keep calling me?
That's all I walked. So I would ask the guy by name. It was just no jokes involved.
Man, you were a fuck. Yeah, you were.
Antisocial. Just
Do you see
You
how,
would have been the leader of Carl's group.
do you see how like cat shit doesn't fall in the same league as all the other fucking hate crimes you committed? Like, the cat shit was adorable. Like I think that was hilarious, and then the others are like just fucking horrific.
But they were just really not particularly funny on the surface at all. Suburban
Just
thing.
mean.
Yeah, just like
You know, there were nuns that were like, they'd go to sleep at night being, I hope that kid who gets raped a lot is okay.
Yeah, I forget why I
And
would
you
do
would
it.
just be giggling to yourself
they'd be
because you
giggling.
lied about being raped.
Oh God! All right,
maybe drunk.
we gotta take this one now. Mike in Jersey, go ahead.
Hey, I just tuned in and heard this guy tell a story, Carl, about the cemetery. And one time in high school, me and my buddies got pretty drunk. We went around our town, and we found this one car was unlocked. So he hopped in the front, I hopped in the back. We pretty much, like, pissed all over the inside of the car, and we put a log of shit on the passenger visor. And we also threw it in the back of the seat where that pouch is. And then we just kind of like left there overnight in the hopes that the driver would pull down the visor and the log of shit would fall down. And
Can you imagine getting in your car and having a log of shit fall into your lap?
I can't imagine not.
Well, the only person who puts a visor down too is like somebody who's vain enough to check their makkup at that moment, you know, and then they just get a turd in their lap.
All the things you probably like, you think it's alive at first? You're like, it's a piece of shit. Somebody placed this here.
That's amazing.
Did you pick up the cat shit with your hands and put it in the newspaper?
No, there was a scooper.
Oh,
So you were delicate about
you'd
it.
scoop it
I
in.
was a gentleman.
I
Yeah.
would probably pick it up with my hands. Why not?
Nah.
It gets nice and hard.
Cat shit stinks, dude.
If it's not,
Yeah, these were not
Dried
old
out.
logs.
If it's in a newspaper.
Yeah.
Too funny. Thanks,
After
Mike.
a hard day's work.
What's going on with the Giants? He opens it up, just fucking plopped.
3 pieces of cat shit with fucking
pellets.
litter on them fall
Into
out.
his coffee.
Do you think your friend ever got beat because of that?
No,
Like,
I don't remember if it ever happened, if it ever came back to bite him. I did it a bunch of times.
he just shows up very skittish, and you're like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "My dad read the paper."
Or I called it a bomb threat to the high school.
Jesus!
That I did.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I got everybody outside. I called it a bomb threat, and they cleared the high school.
What did you? I've always wanted to know when you call in a bomb threat. What did you say?
I remember exactly. I think I called in too. And I said something about, if you think I'm joking, then start laughing. It worked though. Even though I was joking.
I would have. I would have wanted to hang out with you all the time just to watch you do bad things.
Oh, Jim's a wild card.
All right, we got another catch it story.
Oh, good.
Yes, we need a couple more before we get out of here. Jimmy in Texas. Jimmy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
When I was in high school, we had joints rolled under our bed with some papers and some other bad paraphernalia, and my mother found them, and she took the cat shit out of the litter box and rolled cat shit doobies and put it back in there.
When you couldn't acknowledge that you knew.
She thought it was very funny.
Right.
It is.
She was right.
Did you ever confront her?
Hell yeah, we looked each other right in the eyes. She thought it was funny as shit. She laughed right at us.
I remember we used to pick up dog shit on a stick and go to the library book slot and drop pieces of dog shit.
Ah, that's great. You're like MacGyver with shit.
And most of those people are old ladies that are just volunteering.
Edna, it's happening again. I was hoping someone had just returned some of the new hardbacks.
They're just volunteering.
But the problem is that you drop dog shit down and then somebody drops a book and it slides hard into the dog shit.
Lands hard into the dog shit.
Why does my old man in the sea smell like shit?
Me and Tom Naylor did that constantly.
Gets on every single page if you do it that way.
You did it a lot?
Oh, yeah, but we probably did that 30 times. We would literally just get big pieces of shit and carry like 3 or 4 of them and go to the library book slot. That was an afternoon.
That was your free bird? And that was your hit?
Awesome.
You're like, that's fucking
It wasn't even like right next to the library. Like you'd find the shit and then
and
carry
bring it there, yeah. in a baggie. I think we pissed in a baggie and did piss in a baggie. We fucking love that shit.
Do you know how many kids you turned off from reading?
I hope so.
You're like the anti-LeVar Burton.
Weird pranks.
Let's say hi to Eileen in Southern California. Eileen.
What's
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Okay, so my stupid prank call, we used to get the paper, call people who had missing pets and say we found their animals and they were dead.
Oh, that's just
I'm
cool.
like, why? Why?
That is just cool.
Just like we found your cat and
We found Fluffy.
and it's dead.
Cool if they cried.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
How are you? What's up? You single? What's going on?
what's going on.
I like a chick.
Thanks,
that,
Eileen.
I like a chick that don't give a fuck about people's feelings.
You know, there's like out of our school there was a senior prank or whatever. Well, whoever the seniors that were like 2 years ahead of me, they brought a live chicken like on their last day.
That's great.
Just released in the hallway, you know, and so it's just like chaos or whatever. And then I was sitting in Spanish class because, like, you know, it's like their last day, but as undergrads, or when, you know, in your junior or sophomore year, you have like 2 more weeks of school.
Right.
So I'm sitting in class, and the teacher is looking out the window, and she's just like, "What the fuck?" And she looks, and our giant, like, kind of like oafish janitor was dragging a kicking garbage bag with a baseball bat out into the parking lot. So she went running out, and we watched this whole thing from the window. And she's like, "No," you know, like we can't hear what they're saying, but it's basically like, "Don't fucking beat a chicken in a garbage bag with a baseball bat to death." So then their fucking decision that was to just let it go, just release it into the wild.
Right.
So it's like a feral wild chicken. So then, literally for the next year and a half that I was in school, you just see this fucking chicken just wandering around like just like lived in the woods near my school. Just this fucking ghost chicken.
And it survived.
Yeah,
so
just
that's pretty
lived in the
impressive.
woods foraging. Yeah,
Oh.
it's pretty amazing.
It almost gotten beaten to death by a janitor.
He's like, well, that's what we're gonna do when we find a chicken. We gotta go out
in
and
a bag.
club it. Here, club it to death. Just let it go.
Exactly.
Ron, let it go.
Those are the
I got
two
my orders
decisions.
from the principal. I gotta kill this thing in the parking lot.
Man, he wanted to beat the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
that guy hated his fuck. That was probably his bonus.
Yeah,
You get to smash this chicken.
And every once in a while, yes, you get to beat the shit out of
The
a
seniors
helpless
do
animal.
pranks. Now, we can't guarantee you a pay bump. What we can guarantee you is if they bring a live animal in here, you can beat it to death in the parking
You
lot.
can kill it with a method of your choice.
It's a bludgeoning tool of your
Let's go to Chris in Texas. Chris.
Hey, what's going on, Opie?
Hey, buddy. Doing good.
Dude, hey, back in. Oh, me and a couple buddies got over
the Petcos and PetSmarts and picking up feeder mice. Put him in this guy's Blazer that evening. Left him in there. It chewed up his entire interior, all truck. After he got it fixed, he still was smelling dead mice in there for months.
Wait, you put 80 mice, it looks like, on...
Yeah, it was
in his car?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That would freak me the fuck out.
No kidding.
Yeah, he went in the next morning for school, and there was mice everywhere.
Why would a pet store still a teenager 80 mice?
I'm curious.
We had to go to like 6 different pet stores to gather them up.
I'd be so mad.
Yeah.
But that's all I got, guys. Punching out.
Thank you, sir.
What?
Thank you.
Your phone was shitty. I took an ice cream cone and put it in a mailbox for the mailman to find.
Yeah, we used to do mailbox stuff, too.
What'd you do?
That's a federal crime, Jim.
Yeah.
You put dog shit in other people's mailboxes.
Oh, yeah.
So they go and get their mail and there'd be shit inside.
the dog shit. I was the dog shit king.
You were a rotten kid.
None of it was funny. It was all antisocial.
A friend of mine did that where he put shit on somebody's windshield and the door was open and then like turned the wipers so that when they turned the car on,
That's good. That's really good.
Using science.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
It would just go immediately bad. You know, the second you turn the car on, just your whole windshield
covered.
I want to do that now. That's so good.
That's a great one, yeah.
Who's this? Sir.
Who are you talking to?
You, I think.
Hello.
Oh, Cags?
Sags? Tags?
Yeah.
Tags, what's up?
How's Lace?
You know, when in the winter they used to turn the radiators on super hot in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I used to love pissing on them every single day because if you've ever smelled burning piss, it's fucking disgusting.
I think every school had a kid that did that.
I did it at
pissed
the
into
house.
the radiators.
I did that at the house we were renting.
Soder, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Had to evacuate the entire middle section of the school.
That's hilarious. I did it. I actually have a bit about it, but it's true. My babysitter let me watch a Stephen King movie, and it freaked me out so bad that I'd only pee in the heating vent of my bedroom as like an 8-year-old.
What was the movie? I'm going to guess it was it.
It was it. And I wouldn't leave. I didn't want to leave
your room.
I was terrified to leave my room, and I had to pee so bad. I was like, fuck it, I'll just go in here. And I pee, and I probably did it for like 6 or 7 times.
Did it smell?
We were renting the house, and then my mom turned on the heat, and it was just like fucking putrid, hot piss smell. I mean, it was bad to the point that my mom was like, maybe you should change your room. I don't know what's happening in this room right now. It was just the worst fucking smell.
Did you tell her that you were pissing in the heating vent?
No way. I was like, I don't know, maybe the dog peed near the heating vent. I tried finding any excuse. Yeah, hot piss is the worst smell.
Let's go to Bill in Panama City. Bill.
Hey, I got a good finger prank and then another prank that we did in Korea I just thought about.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
So, the first prank was high school. A bunch of seniors took cows upstairs in the high school, and since cows can't go back downstairs,
Where do you find your cows for a high school prank?
we're in South Carolina. There's cows everywhere in upstate South Carolina.
Allegedly.
So you bring them upstairs, and the joke is you can't get them to walk back down the stairs. So how do they get them out of there?
Exactly. A bunch of faculty had to try to get them back down and push them, and it was about 2 days of them trying to get all the cows down. There's
Your
about
cows are not prepared for steps mentally. They have no idea.
The janitor just started swinging a baseball bat.
Right. I'll get these damn cows downstairs.
Oh, that's a big one. That's going to be an all-afternoon job.
Might need my hatchet for this one.
Kill a cow with a hammer. Just take all day.
All right.
Hold on, one more prank, please. In Korea, we were stationed in Korea, and we had a kid that nobody really liked. He got us in a lot of trouble and stuff like that. So we peed in a cookie sheet tray, froze it, and then slid the ice pee underneath his door, and it melted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Clever.
You ever make cumsicles?
I would have taken it to the next level, Jim. You're
Yeah,
right.
you come in the ice train and you give someone a cumsicle treat.
Oh, my God.
Melts in your mouth.